All right, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are working on Samantha's front bumper. There are a lot of imperfections, but she doesn't care. She wants to just get paint on there. I'm not going to use any adhesion promoter or any primer. We're just going to lay paint because this is not the final color that's going to be. It's just something temporary so she can have it all one color and complete her car. So what we're going to do is just paint it now, and let me show you guys what I've done so far. So here's the bumper. And let me show you guys, there's some stuff here where I sand it down a little nicer, but there are a lot of like little grooves, little nicks here. And this is the worst part right here, so you can see all that. But we're gonna go ahead and just paint it. I've sanded it down and then I Scotch-Brite it, so it's pretty smooth now. But we're gonna go ahead and just lay some paint. Let me wash it first, let it dry. This is another bad part right here. It's a tear, and you can just see all of these imperfections here that it needs to be fixed. But we're gonna go ahead and just paint it and see how it looks like. But I think it should be good. And let me just go ahead and wash it now, and then we're gonna go ahead and put some paint on this. Okay, the bumper is fully prepped and dry. I wiped it down. Still gonna have to wipe it down a little bit more. There are a lot of stuff out here because of the backyard is just like really dry. I've wet this whole area, so hopefully there's not too much stuff. It's a little bit windy as well, but we're gonna go ahead and try our best. The wind does die down here and there, so I'm gonna hit it when it does that. But just got some Rust-Oleum, and it's just your basic black paint, which I think it'll match the wrap because it's just a basic black color like this. So let me go ahead and hit this bumper, and hopefully it's good. All right guys, so I just finished painting the bumper. It's not perfect, but it looks pretty good for me, and I'll show you guys right now. And this is it right here. So it's a lot of orange peel, but that's kind of given since the conditions here aren't the best. But you can see it's pretty glossy. Gonna wait for it to fully cure and see how it looks like. What I can also do is sand it down with 3000 grit and see if we could get some more shine out of this, and I think it will turn out good. There is a little bit of a run right there, but it's okay. We'll probably be able to sand that out. But overall, I'm very happy with how this looks like. You guys can see it's nice and shiny. Everything's pretty even, and there's no dry spots. So hopefully I'm able to sand this down a little bit and then buff it and see where it goes. But overall, really happy with how this looks like, and I think it's gonna be sick when it's on her car. Gonna go ahead and let the bumper dry for a few hours, and then we'll tackle it back and see what we can do. I don't think I'm gonna sand it yet just because it won't fully cure for at least a few days, but maybe it'll be dry enough for me to at least put it on her car and mount it. All right guys, so it's a brand new day, and I haven't put on the front bumper yet because I've been waiting for these to come in, and Samantha just got these. She actually got it from Subaru, so you can get these brand new still, and I think it's good to buy it if you have JDM bumpers, and you should buy it now before they are discontinued. But let me show you guys what she got, and it is this right here. So she got a rear JDM bumper beam as well as the front, and you guys can see she put it on already. So this is the part number right here, and if you guys are interested, but really nice, all brand new. And this is the part number for the front right here, and it's already on. I'm gonna see if she put it on real tight. Oh, she didn't. So let me actually bolt this on, then we're gonna go ahead and put on her front bumper, try to buff it, and then see if we could try to get it to match the wrap. But overall, I think it's okay the way it is, but I do want to give it just a little bit more shine. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll get started. All right guys, so I got the bumper beam on the bumper first, and then we're gonna put these clips on. So Samantha bought these Pittsburgh ones from Harbor Freight, and it actually fits really well. So we're using this size right here. I don't know what size it is, but it's working. And just clip it in, good to go. And these actually fit really well. Just gotta push this in there. This side's kind of weird though.
You know why? Because maybe there's like a icing kind of weird.
I think it's just this.
Isn't that big?
Oh.
They're like a light.
I don't like.
Thunder.
Good to go. That's really good. And damn, you got lucky. Usually these don't fit anything, but
I'm sure the bumper fits in the under the light now.
yeah, now we could put these on. Do you have your bolts? Where'd you put your bolts?
They're in my car.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put the bumper on, and hopefully it fits really well. Let's try it. Damn, that looks good.
It's flush.
Yep,
Remember
it
before we
fits
had
a
to
lot
like
better now.
force it in?
Yeah. And paint's not bad, huh? It's actually shinier than your wrap. Please just let me paint your car. JJ has fuck, boy. I like that one. It's all these here.
And everything else. Oh, perfect. Damn. Oh yeah.
You see my OEM?
Juicy.
Dude, that's perfect.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and put this on. Looks really good. So let me go ahead and tidy everything up, and then we should be good to go. All right, guys, so just put on these tabs. Her tab was torn here, so it's kind of a pain to put that side on, but it's on now. This side is on too. I had to do nuts and bolts because this wasn't really holding up for it. And then we have one bolt here and one bolt here. It's supposed to have two, but we only have one. And it is the same thread pitch as the USDM one, so it should be good. It has a little bit of a gap now, but I think once we tighten it, it should kind of close up that gap. And then let me show you guys the rear. So this is the rear bumper support here, and it looks good. Maybe we should put on the bumper first too, huh? So we could put these tabs on easier. And then we should be good after that. We have these license plate lights right here. We're gonna just go ahead and zip tie it to the bumper support like this, just because there is no bracket for it. And then her bumper or her license plate, we're just gotta go ahead and find a spot, drill some holes, and put it on, and we should be good. So we're gonna do that first. Maybe I should try to sand the bumper down and buff it before we put it on. That way we kind of know if it's good or not. If not, then we're gonna have to paint it. So instead of doing all this work and then having to take it back off, let's go ahead and try to buff that bumper and see where we're at first. Okay, so here's the rear bumper, and you can see it has a lot of scratch marks. I believe Sam was trying to sand it down a little bit to get the clear coat off, but we're gonna go ahead and see if we could bring it back to life and buff it. You guys can see it's not too bad yet, but we'll see. And I have 3000 grit sandpaper right here, or a sand pad, and we're gonna go ahead and try to just bring it back. So just gonna go ahead and hit it for a bit, and hopefully we can get some of it to come back. If it's good enough, we're gonna leave it and just leave it like this. Sam's currently putting on her grill. So how's that going? Okay, it's kind of weird because it's a JDM grill, right?
Nope.
Oh, it's not? So why is it hard to put on it?
It's just like
Just junk? Just Subaru stuff?
Subaru stuff.
So yeah, they're putting that on while I do this, and then hopefully we get most of this car done by today. We are not going to be doing her spoiler anymore. That doesn't sound right. We are not doing her spoiler anymore because she's getting something else, and so it's kind of a good thing. The new spoiler is going to be sick, so stay tuned for that, guys. And I just dropped her bumper, but it's okay. So that kind of saves us some time on having to do her spoiler. That one is pretty junky, and it's a Duraflex. Everybody hates Duraflex. So she's going that OEM route again, and we have something in store for you guys. It's gonna be sick when it comes in. And all right, let's go ahead and do that bumper. Okay guys, so I just sanded it down. You can see there are some really deep scratches here that I don't think I'll be able to get out without blowing through the clear coat. So we're just gonna leave those and see what we could do. So far I've hit it with 15, 2000 and 3000, and it's decent enough where I'm gonna try to polish it like this. You can see it has a decent haze all the way around. I didn't really touch the sides too much. I just feathered it out through here just because this is where the damage was, and you can see there's a lot of scratches. But let's go ahead and polish it now, and then we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully it's good enough to just put on the car. If not, then I'll just sand it down and lay some paint on it. So let me show you guys the progress so far, and you can see it's nice and shiny now. Looks really good. And this is the side I haven't hit yet, so you can't see me. So far it's looking pretty good. I think I might use our buffing gun just because doing it by hand is a lot of work. I am kind of out of breath now, but I think it'll get the job done a little better, because you can see I still have some haze here that isn't going away from my hand. So we're going to go ahead and try to use a buffing machine, and I think the results will be really good. So really happy about this and excited about it. Glad we don't have to paint it for now, because we'll just wait until she wants to do her real color change. But so far it's looking pretty good. All right, Jeffrey just finished buffing it, and it looks really good. It looks as good as it's gonna get. So these are just cracks, they're not scratches. So she probably got hit here before, and you guys can see that it cracked all of the paint. But we're still gonna put it on just like this, just because the car is black. Thankfully this is black paint too, and we'll focus on fixing this bumper once she's actually going to paint the whole car. But you guys can see nice and shiny on this side now too. You can see my reflection, and over here. So I think this is the best it's gonna get. It looks really good though. I'm happy with the result, and we're gonna go ahead and try to put it onto the car. I'm gonna get the bumper beam off, put it on here first, because you need to insert these tabs right here. And so once we do that, then we'll go ahead and put on the car and see how it looks like. The bumper beam is on. It fits really good, like a glove. And these tabs are in now too. So it's hard to put these tabs on when the beam is already on the car, so it's easier to just take it off, and then we'll slide everything on. So let me go ahead and put this on. I'm excited to see how it looks like, and I'll show you guys right now. Okay guys, this might be close to the end of this video. You guys can see Sam put on her fog lights. This front bumper is fully mounted on. The grill is on now too, and it looks so good. I don't know if I will buff this, just because it looks just kind of like the wrap anyways. So I don't think I need to make it like mirror shine, just because it kind of matches. Look at that. So I think it should be okay. If anything, we will cut and buff it, but I don't feel like I need to. I think it looks great the way it is already, and it matches the overall car. You guys can see here, I put the rear bumper on. It's fully mounted now. Everything is good. The rear bumper actually has a really nice black paint, but it's kind of messed up, as you guys can see there. But it matches the rest of the car too. I don't know what to do about these tabs, just because they're broken here. There is a small hole right here, but there's no hole right here on this side. So we might have to just drill and then put like a bolt on there, and it should be okay. Or we fix that tab. But another issue is this, of course. You guys can see it's broken here, so I might just get a piece of metal and just bolt it from this side. That way we could put a license plate right here. And I had to just zip tie these license plate lights onto the bumper beam, and that should be good enough. And then the bolts, and then the bumper is fully bolted on now, so it's really nice and tight, and it looks so freaking good. Let me close this hood. Let me close this trunk. And there you go, guys. Man, it looks good. Most of it is one color now. I think we could repaint this hood, but we'll see if Sam wants to just leave it that flat black. If she does, then it should be okay. But man, it looks really good, guys. So the next step for this car is just to put those wheels on. She got her tires already, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then we're gonna wait for that special spoiler like I was talking about. Once we get that in, I'll just probably paint it, just because wrapping it will be a little bit hard because of the shape. Let me go ahead and clean up everything, guys, and close the hood, and then I'll show you guys the car afterwards. All right, guys, so we just washed the car and it looks so freaking good. Are you guys ready? We put on the lip and the fog lights, and I think that's it. And then we washed the car, so here it goes. And damn, it looks so good. The lip makes such a big difference. Can't wait to put the wheels on. And when she puts that spoiler on, it's gonna be sick. Oh my goodness, it looks good. So there it is. Wish I could walk around a little smoother, but there's no room. And this hood, I don't know, needs to be glossier. The lip is not as glossy, but it kind of matches the side skirts as well. So I think that's okay. But man, look at that. That looks so freaking good right there. So yeah, that's it, guys. We're gonna wait for that spoiler to come in, and once it does, it will complete the car. I don't know when Sam's gonna put her wheels on, but once we do those two things, I think her car is pretty much done and ready to go. There will be a lot of little things that we need to do, just like the fog lights, get those to turn on, and just do some of like the rubber trimming for like the lip and some other things. But that's gonna be it, guys. Hope you guys kind of enjoyed it. It's not done yet, so stay tuned for the next video and you guys will see the car finally at 100%. We are at 99% now, so stay tuned, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later. Peace.